All right, welcome back, my dear students. I hope you're really excited because we're learning something super valuable here. So let's go back to our code here, and I don't know if I actually showed you. I think on the last lecture we got this data here, but I didn't type anything here. I just want to type something here and show you. Merces, and you can see now that we are actually pulling all that information out of there. All right, so just wanted you to know. All right, so what we're going to be using is this function called .post. All right, so this function is going to be in charge of sending all this information to where it needs to go. All right, so let's go ahead and create this. Let's say post. First thing that we need to send is the URL. And what else do we need to send? And this post is just going to say like, it's just going to be like this. All right, so we're gonna pass in this parameter of URL. The next one is post data, and the next one will be a function. Actually, let me just put this over here. All right, let's do it like this because this is the way I'm used to it. All right, so we pass in this guy right here. I'm just trying to remember because I haven't used this in a while. Post data, and then here this third parameter, then we're passing a function. Okay, now I remember. All right, almost lost it there for a minute. Then we pass in the data that we're getting back, which is going to be card data. All right, or we can say PHP table data. All right, so that way you know exactly what it is. All right, so we can put this data somewhere. All right, I think we have a research bot somewhere here that we are using, actually down here, where we are putting some information. Search bots, these results right here. All right, so let's actually put this somewhere else. This is this div row right here. This is this form. This is that row there. It would be nice if we can put this data somewhere else. So I'm just gonna make a div here with a class of xs sits, and inside here we're gonna put a div with cart result. Actually, let's just cart result. There we go. All right, and that's where we're gonna be putting all this information in there. All right, so we're gonna target that ID, and then we're gonna be inputting HTML, and then we put this post data in there. All right, but before we do that, let's just comment this out real quick. All right, we're gonna send the data, and then if we want to, we get back something. But for now, let's go into the add cards and set this up real quick. I think we're running out of time here, but basically what we want to do is we want to catch the post super global here. So we're gonna say if post, this post data comes here, and this post data is gonna be named let's go back here and see what the name is. Index. All right, once we send it in, actually it's gonna have the same name. It's not gonna be like this one where we're sending it right here. We're sending the information as search, but here we send information as it is in the form. So this one here, the form is gonna have a card name, and that's how we're gonna receive it at the end in the cards.php. So if that's there, then we execute it. So I'm just gonna say echo something like data received. So that way we know we're communicating, right? Come back to index and let's just echo that data right here. Save. Oops, that's still executing stuff out. All right, this is going somewhere else where it's not supposed to be going. It's going to cars.php. It's still executing, so we need to go back and make sure that it doesn't execute. Serialize. All right. There we go. Click on it. And it's executing right now, but on the next lecture, we're gonna debug this and make sure that it doesn't send this information anywhere that is not supposed to. Right now it's sending these parameters and this is not supposed to be happening. So we wrote a lot of code on this one here, and I'm gonna cut this lecture. We can spend a couple minutes debugging this, but what I want to do is I want to come back and actually fix this fast for you. All right, so jump to the next lecture and this should be fixed and we should be actually transferring some information to our database, communicating with PHP. See you in the next lecture.